Good morning, happy Friday and welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It is our final show of the week and we have got a brand new launch for you, but I'm not here on my own. Today we've got Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
You okay?
Yeah, good.
Looking forward to the weekend?
Yes.
Happy Friday. And in the demonstration corner we have got Stacey. Good morning.
Morning.
This is exciting.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
They are just...
Well, Natalie had them yesterday at Hobby Maker and they just flew.
I can't believe it was so busy, wasn't it?
I know, there was a little bit of a panic. Like, do we have more stock? Can we offer more stock? We can't offer more stock, so whatever we've got...
This is it?
This is it, yep. So, yes, busy day, I think. Yeah.
Definitely, and we'll show you what we are talking about. But before we come on to that, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. So we are going to have 3 lucky winners. Each will receive all 3 die sets of our Age of Industry. So you are getting your Around the Globe, your Shine Bright, and your All Geared Up. And these are fairly new dies, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, it was only like, what, October, November?
I think so, yeah. It's only been a couple of months, isn't it? So a really good prize, and we are going to announce the winner today, which is one of the reasons why I love doing a Friday show. So all you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. The world's most expensive cheese is made with the milk from what animal? Is it A, camel, B, donkey, or C, hippopotamus? Make sure you like, share and comment your answer, and we will let you know the winners later in the show. We've had a lot of discussion about this one.
Well, I've watched it on and off all week, and every time I see hippopotamus, you might not have a clue what I'm talking about, but Oscar Isaac did a song about hippopotamus that he sings to his kids, and it was like, hippopotamus, hippopotamus. And every time it comes up, that's all I can hear.
You just want to sing it?
Yeah, that's all I can
lovely.
hear. Yeah.
There you go. Do you think that's the answer, though?
I'm going with that, yeah, just because I like that.
Just because you want to sing it again. There you go. So that's Stacey's advice for you. I probably wouldn't take it from you. But make sure you like, share and comment your answer and we will let you know.
I've thrown you now, haven't I?
I don't think it could get any better than that, do you? But it certainly can, because we have got the launch of our Happy Days Moonstone Collection. So let's have a... Have we got VT? Yes. There we go. Let's have a look at the VT. How amazing do all those cards look? And it is always lovely to see the range of styles and makes that we get. We work on the dies here, but also the external design team who do an amazing job. So the Happy Days Ultimate Collection, just look at these. You are getting 3 die sets and 2 6x6 masks. So first up we have got the adorable duckling.
And he is adorable because you can dress him up in his little raincoat and his little rain hat and his little wellies.
I feel like it just makes you smile, doesn't it?
It's so cute.
And the brilliant thing about dies is every time you do it, it can look different, can't it?
Different every time, depending on what you colour it in, depending on what you cut out of. You can be like Jen designed these, and the little umbrella's got like little stitch marks.
Yes, yeah.
And Jen was like adamant that she wanted a shaker card making.
Okay.
She was like, you need to cut into it and you need a shaker card.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, you can make that.
Oh, no, I want to make that.
But there is so much that you can do with these things, like all the different elements. Good. You've got a little frog in there. You've got like a little rubber duckling as well. That's something that I asked for. I was like, you've got to get a rubber duckling in there.
Definitely. And it's like creating a scene as well that you can do with these, isn't it? And you can see they're large dies as well, aren't they? So they are going to be sort of the focal point of your cards. But just all those different elements, you can die cut them from your adorable scoreable, your Miri cards.
Yeah.
You can do them on white cardstock and use your inks or craft markers to colour them, or your brush markers. So lots and lots of different options. Excuse me. So that is your adorable duckling. They are also on sale individually at $14.99, but the Ultimate Collection, you are saving £10, so it's £43.97 or £39.57 if you are a Diamond Club member. Look at him.
He's so cute.
Next up, you've got the Garden Bunnies. So you can see there, and I'll turn it round. I love how you've got the 2 bunnies. So you've got one sort of the front and then sort of the
like
side on view.
And they have like debossed details for like the eyes, so they don't, you know, like sometimes they can be like cut out holes.
Yes.
And they look a bit scary.
Yeah.
No, these are like debossed details, so then you can add the little colouring detail if you want to.
You could use the fine tip of your brush markers, couldn't you, and add the details in. But all the different vegetables there you've got, and that gorgeous flower pot.
Yeah, you've got flower pot, you've got the crate, so you can be adding vegetables inside the crate. You can create veg patches. You can be mixing and matching as well between the sets, so you can have the duckling in a little veg patch if you want to. You could have the rabbit holding the umbrella in a little puddle, so you can. We've designed them so then they work together beautifully.
Yeah, and
so
I know they're
really
spring, but I think you could use these all year round, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you still have vegetables all year round.
Yes, definitely.
And you still have bunnies all year round. Like maybe you know somebody with a bunny, and you can give it for their birthday or as a little thank you or thinking of you. The duckling, you can be putting the duckling in a bath, in a little bath and like relax, enjoy your day, that sort of thing.
Oh no, they're just they're just going to create cards that make you smile, aren't they? Which is what we want. So you get 10 dies within that one. Let me just check the number of dies in the other one. You get 12 cutting dies in the duckling one. And then next up, we have got the Radiant Sentiment. So you will see on some of the samples that we've got Sunshine in Spring. So you've got that You Are My Sunshine, and then the Hello Spring.
And
is this the third? No, fourth of Radiant Sentiments?
Yeah, fourth. And I'm going to let a secret out. There is some more coming soon.
Ooh!
So, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Because they're so popular.
Because they're so good, aren't they?
I know. It's having those, like, 3 or 4 different matte layers. So then you can create that radiant effect. You can create the apertures. You can create bigger mats, smaller mats.
Yeah,
There's
you
so
shape
many
your
options.
cards with these as well, kind of. And you can see if you just want to use the sentiment die on its own, you can do. And then just decide yourselves how many layers you use to either sort of build it up, or what's it called when it goes the other way?
Like vertically?
No, you know when you get the dies and you do the biggest one on the top and then...
because I call them pyramage or innerage.
That's the one, innerage.
That's the word I made up the other week.
There we go, we like it, we're going to stick with it. So that is your sentiment dies to go with the kit. We've also got the masks. These are again included in that Ultimate Collection. Just so useful, and you are going to use these all the time. So this is your rainy days, so your raindrops that are going to go perfectly with the duckling, with the umbrella.
Yeah, and also so many other different scenes as well. So if you've got cute and cuddly sets, they'll work with that.
Yes, yeah.
You'd be working with your paper craft sets as well, so you can be embossing into cardstock and using it as backgrounds for your paper craft or your toppers or your delightful die cuts, all of things like that. So it's just a really nice, a sort of core mask, I'd say, for a background.
And then the next one is Look to the Sky. So you've got all those different cloud shapes on there. You've got the sunshine and the moon, and then also those birds. So if you do want to create your scenes with the characters and the elements from the die set, then these are going to be just perfect, aren't they? But like you said, again, going to be able to be used with so many of your other things that you've got in your crafty stash. So if you want these 3 die sets, and
I think your mic's like falling off or detached.
oh, where's it gone?
Oh yeah.
Where's it gone?
Oh, should I carry on?
Yeah, you carry on.
Do you want to pass me them and then? So all of them are $39.57 if you're in the Diamond Club. There you go, down there. But if you think about it, these masks are £4.50 each. You're saving £10 on this bundle, so you're essentially getting these for free, and you're just paying for these. How amazing is that deal, having all of them for that price? Should we go straight into a demo while we're on this side? So I'll pass them back to you.
Thank you.
Are we plugged in now?
I'm all back.
Woohoo!
I'll show the samples after the demo.
Yeah, we'll do samples after the demo. Okay, so we're going to bring in that mask, and you're probably thinking, what on earth is she doing with this piece of grey board? It's a very clever technique. I have been trying to do this for so long, and I finally worked it out the other day.
Yeah, me and Natalie came straight over to your desk,
straight over, and they were like, oh, wow. So I thought, I've got to show you. Okay, so what I wanted to do is we've got this really cute duckling, and we've got this umbrella. So what I've done is I've die cut this and then measured roughly the distance here, and then cut it out of grey board. And it can be as big or as small as you want. And then what you're going to do is grab some ink meat, and I forgot my little, there's some here. I left mine on my desk. So 6x6 ink meat. We are going to, let's take this bit of tape off. Going to attach it to our ink meat cardstock, because we don't want it to move too much, because we're also going to ink through this. So just line that up with the edge and then place that round like that, okay? And then you're going to get your plates out. Now, I have written it down so I don't forget.
I was going to say, this is a really important part, isn't it, with this?
Yeah.
Which plates you use.
Okay, so you need your white one. If you're using the Gemini, you need your white one. Then you need your rubber mat. Then it is your paper and the mask, that way. And then what you're going to do is this grey board is going to act like a shim. So you want to place it anywhere, sort of like, so it doesn't emboss this section here. So let's just go with that there. You can tape it down if you want to. And then I did try it with this, but it just didn't work properly.
Okay.
So what I did was used my magnetic shim, because it's not quite as thick as the plastic one. So when you're playing around with your different shims at home, you will have to sort of test a few different things.
Trial and error, isn't it? Yeah.
And then you want your final white shim.
And then write it down.
Yeah, and then write it down.
Yeah.
And I would have like a little notebook, because this is a different shim to like if you were just doing it standard.
Yes, yeah.
Embossing with your mask. So you do want your different shims written down.
I think masks just provide so much versatility though, don't they, with what you can actually do with them as well.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it's going to work. Because you know what live TV is like, it likes to...
It always goes right, you know.
And then when you lift this up, what it's done is it's embossed all the way around, but not this section here. Let me see if I can bring it up. There. Can you see it there? There you go. So it's got this section here that's not embossed at all, but the rest of it is embossed. So let's put that back down here, because we are going to ink through as well.
So could you do apertures like with your dies as well? So maybe a circle.
Yeah, so you just do exactly the same thing. Have a circle, and then that will just leave that circle.
So then the raindrops wouldn't be on the circle. They'd just be on the.
They'd just be on the outside.
Yeah. Or you could do. Yeah.
Or you could do it the other way. I think. I'm saying I think because I haven't tested that one.
I would have thought so, yeah.
But you could put the grey board circle in the middle, and then it should emboss the rest. We can try that later. Yeah. Have a play, but then you can keep this as well. I've used this 3 or 4 times now.
Already, yeah.
Yeah. And because it's grey board, it's really sturdy as well, so you're going to be able to use it time and time again. So that, we've mastered it. It's taken a bit of time to get there, but it is a super cool technique, because you can't do this with embossing folders, because the embossing folders are like a plate in itself.
Yes, yeah.
You can't create that resist without having special
plates. Yeah, because we talked about that, didn't we, me and Natalie, when you were doing it, yeah.
Masks are so like versatile, because you can do so much with them. And then, okay, stop waffling on and get out the grip mat.
No, I did ask Jess, and Jess said we've got as long as we like today.
Jess,
she did yesterday.
She did yesterday, but
you changed your mind today.
That's because you were on yesterday, not me. Okay, let's bring that in. And remember, your paper is going to stay still, but not the mask, because the mask hasn't got any it's not touching that surface. So,
have we launched the grip mats on here?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be on today's show, I think. I think it's on a bit later, yeah.
Perfect.
And then we've got the powder blue ink pad. And remember, you can add your ink pad to the corner of your grip mat, and it keeps it in place. Have you seen that? Look, it doesn't lift.
Genius.
Look at you. So really, really lightly. We don't want loads of ink on this. Almost like a gradient as well. You can do different tones of rain, different colours. And you just want to go around the edge, because you don't want to ink that section that's in the middle.
It is just such a useful mask though, isn't it?
It is. I love this mask. Just go down a tiny bit more there. And then, when we lift this up, you can obviously see, you can mask this off if you want, but you get that beautiful sort of height with that debossing and embossing, because you've got the debossing as well if you wanted to do it. but then you've also got the ink as well. It almost like outlines each raindrop perfectly.
Yes,
it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so then what we can do, we can start building this card up. So the little umbrella fits perfectly in that space, so it looks like there's no rain coming down. We've got our little duckling, and we're going to colour all these, but before we do that, I just want to cut that, we've got like a little puddle. Now we want to measure, which is why I've already pre-cut these, roughly where we want the duckling to go. So I'll probably lift his little wing and put that in there. So we probably want that.
And you haven't cut that yourself, have you? That's the die that's cut the wing.
Yeah.
So it kind of creates that 3D
so
element
you've got, like,
as well.
Tiny little connectors at the bottom that you could snip into, and then it would lift fully.
Yes, yeah.
But no, the top one doesn't have any, so you can just pop that in perfectly. And we probably want that there. Let's get some tape. Tape this down, and then we can start colouring and putting it together. And then while I'm also cutting that, I am going to cut my sentiment, and we're going to go with You Are My Sunshine. We're just going to go just in with the sentiment itself. And what do we want? Probably want a yellow, but I didn't bring my yellow in. Oh, let's go with that. First one I saw. So,
I can name that colour, that one.
I did see this video, and I'm so glad that I wasn't asked to do that.
Oh, there's going to be a round 2, I'm sure.
Oh,
of it.
I'm not part of that round. I'm not good with. I'm not good with human names. Never mind colour names, and yeah, far too much.
I need to revise the purples. That's what I knew all the names of them, but just not in the right order.
I feel like Natalie always knows all the colours, though. I know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
she just revises of a night.
I don't know. She just always seems to know these things.
So anyone who hasn't seen it, myself and Natalie did a challenge the other day where we had to say what the names of the new adorable scoreable cardstock is.
No,
so I think Natalie won, was it 6-5, Jess? I think it was 6-5, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it's quite close.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we did it, I'd probably be like 9-0. Okay, so let's put that to one side. Let's lift this up. Now this actually cuts in to the cardstock. So it's not going to cut anything out, it's just going to create that lovely texture where your little duckling can stand. And then we've got this sentiment that we will come back to. And then let's start colouring these. So I've gone in with, and I've got to make sure that where's my scrap piece? Let's go with this bit.
Oh, that's what I always do, check your colours before you
I know,
start.
one of them's like an orangey colour.
Yeah.
That side. Yeah, that one. So your 410 is your orange. So I'm going to go in with my 405 and the 406. You can go in with your chisel tip first and just go over everything apart from the beak and the legs.
So just put a full lot of colour down
Yeah,
first.
I always just do a base colour first, just to get that foundation almost, and then go in with your 406. And what I would do is anywhere where you think there might be shading, so underneath his wing would probably have some shading. I'd probably put some on the top of his wing so it creates that rounded effect. I'd probably put some on the top, underneath, because he is round. Underneath his neck would have some, and then probably underneath his eye, and then around his top of his head, just to create that rounded effect. And then go back in with your light colour and start blending that out. And what you kind of want to pull the colour and sort of blend it. And then once you think that you've blended that colour, you can then just go over the whole colour again, if that makes sense. And it just creates that even colour all the way around.
I mean, they're nice because they're large enough to be the focal point on your card, but not too big that they're quite intimidating to colour, aren't they?
No, they're really easy to colour because there's so much open space.
And so much detail already put in in the die as well, isn't there?
So you can just do single flat colour if you want to, and it would not look weird in any way.
Or if you don't colour, cut them out of coloured cardstock, isn't it?
Coloured cardstock works perfectly. I think a lot of our samples use coloured cardstock as well. The other thing that you can do is use coloured cardstock and then add colour onto it. So you've already got that base, so you just add in more colour.
Yeah, just adding extra.
So you could do that with your inks as well. Then go in with the orangey colour for his feet and his little legs, and then his beak. And then what I would do for his eyes, the temptation is to go in with black. But if you do it with black, they kind of look like they're on something not very good.
Not duck friendly.
Not duck friendly now. So get a white gel pen, and where the deboss detail is, you kind of go round in a circle, then just colour that area in. And like I said, the temptation is to now go in with that black pen. Don't go in there with the black pen, it looks much more realistic having it just with that white. And you can see the detail in the eye in person.
Yeah, it's already been dark into it.
Because you've got that whiteness of his eye. But you've got all that shading, you've got the deboss detail as well, it's so cute. So you want to go in and you want to colour all your elements in. And I went ahead and did this and laid it all up. And you get this. Look at his little rain jacket and his little wellies.
So cute. Can you imagine if you had a friend who was feeling like a bit under the weather?
I know.
It would be such a cute card to send to them, wouldn't it?
And all I've done on the back is I've just hooked the umbrella, so it's not glued in any way, so it does move around. But that's all you need to do. And then you can place him on here like this. Look how cute it is. And then what we can do is matte and layer this. We can also add in our sentiment. We're going to put it in like top and bottom. We're going to snip it up a little bit.
Oh, nice.
So let's pull all this together. So I went in with our colour blocks. You know that I love my colour blocks. And it's the brights one. So it's like really sort of primary colours, I'd say.
Yes, yeah.
Which fits in with these primary colours that we've picked here. So we've gone in with the dark blue first. Where's my tape runner? You know what I think I do with my tape runner? I think I'm too like heavy-handed at the end, and I pull.
And then it all.
Yeah. So I have to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas Natalie and Anne-Marie seem to do it perfectly. I think it's just me. I think.
No, I'm on your side with that one.
So this is a 7x7 card blank. This. Oh no! Don't do that. Why is it not? There you go. It's just slightly smaller than the card blank. We've got there.
The nice thing about this as well, if you've got certain papers that you want to use with it, you can pick those first, can't you? And then just colour. Yeah, just colour in using
the duck
those,
depending on what colours you want to use. Yeah.
Jane said it would make a lovely baby shower card.
Baby shower card,
yeah.
New baby. All sorts with this. You could create like little like a little mobile with the ducklings, you know, for a new baby, or like home decor. There's so much you can do with it because it just appeals to all different ages as well.
Yes, definitely.
Like I know that I can give that to like my mum, but then I could also give it to like my nieces. There's so much that I can do.
Yeah,
like,
and for
so
lots
many
of
occasions
as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Then obviously you can also use it for your like your binding discs with your journals and your scrapbooks. Having this with like photos of new baby in the bath and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
How cute would that be? So then we're going in with this, and I've got tape stuck on there. I think we're going to lift that up with foam pads. And on mine, you might be able to see it on screen, but there is some markings from the plate. If you didn't want to do that, if I was doing it and I had time, I'd put a piece of copy of paper.
Yeah, that's what I normally do, yes, that the marks don't come through.
It just doesn't mark your paper then. So, put that on there. Then we'll put a little foam pad on him, I think. I might have to chop into one.
I mean, these elements, you could even do them as sort of wobbler elements, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Or swinging, or lots of...
You could do like penny
ideas.
sliders with the duck, maybe going into the puddle.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, like a splash, so you can be turning the raindrops into splashes. The other thing that you could do is, this sounds awful, but take his little feet off, and then you could have him swimming in the little puddle. So you can create like a little pond scene. Also on the die set, you've got your reeds, you've got a little bow tie if you didn't want him in the raincoat.
I don't know, I think the raincoat and the rain hat is just...
He is very cute. And then we're just going to have a foam pad onto there as well, onto the little umbrella. So just lift that up. So you've got that dimension. And then for the last bit, we're just going to poke this out. Now this is a slightly different yellow. I forgot to bring my colour blocks in. But it shouldn't look too bad because it's not right next to that yellow colour blocks. But obviously, if you're at home, you can use your same colour background. But this is such a nice sentiment because it is so general. It's not...
We were talking about these
occasion
types
specific.
of sentiments the other day, weren't we? Yeah.
And I've seen that some people as well have cut into the Hello Spring, then used their alphabet dies to create like Hello Easter. You know, because it says Hello Spring.
Yes.
So you can make Easter cards using the two different die sets as well. So there's lots that you can do with it. But this as well, this You Are My Sunshine, when I did the card for the die packaging, I think I used the Ink and Twist. It's like a radiant. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. So you've already got those Ink and Twist masks. I think I've just cut off a bit too much of my E. But we'll make it work.
Yeah, so each of the sentiments has got 4 layers to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the actual sentiment as well.
So you just want to snip around all of these. Then go in with my dotty tape runner, which I get on with much better. It must be a die cutting thing, that.
That's always a good tip as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
To do it on the back of your foam pads.
And just do it bit by bit, because these sentiments are delicate. They will pull. But the other nice thing is, because they are flexible, it means that you can put them on like an arc.
Yeah, you can almost shape it, can't you, to what you want it.
So when you do it at home, you probably need a little bit more on the E, because mine looks like you off at the moment. So yeah, snip a little bit more out when you do that, but
it's nice to show, isn't it, how you can snip into them, because I think often, like, I just use it as the whole sentiment, isn't it? But it's nice to
I think it's nice, especially when you, because they are quite big.
Yes.
When you've got limited space, I think it's nice just to cut them up a little bit. But look how nice that is, the little topper.
That is absolutely gorgeous. And I love how the sort of the colour block colours in the mats and layers just tie it all together, don't they?
But I love the dimension of the little, it's so simple, it just cuts in that little puddle, but it just adds an extra level of definition. It is beautiful. That is
gorgeous. Lots of love for it. Michelle's a perfect card to brighten our day.
Oh. Especially today, the wind is horrendous.
It is, isn't it? There's a bit of chat on here about the weather this morning.
I know, so it's a good job that we've got these Happy Days dies.
I know. Spring days are ahead, aren't they? Thank you, Stacey. That is brilliant. Fab card, Stacey. Lovely card. Lots of love for that. Oh, is that your mum?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be.
But lovely card, Stacey. Hello, Stacey's mum. So let's show you some of the samples that we have got here. And this is such a clever idea. So they've die cut the sentiment and then used it almost as like a mask, haven't they?
Yeah.
And just inking the edges there. I love the colours that they've used. Really spring-like. Thank you. That one's made by Wendy. Oh, look. Adventure awaits. So they've used that mask in the background there. And just, why have one duck when you can have three? That is gorgeous. Emily's done that one. Thank you for that. This one's using the gorgeous duck, but instead of colouring, used it in your Matastic and your Adorable Scoreable colours, and then just added that sentiment there. Thanks. And you can see how the mask looks if you do it onto coloured cardstock as well.
Yeah.
You've already sort of got the colour in the background on there. Another one here where they've cut the sort of aperture into the front. And again, like you said, Stacey, about chopping off the legs.
Yeah,
and having it with those little ducks as well. And the reeds just to create that scene. Oh, wow, look at this one. This is by Lisa. Look at the colouring on there. I love how she's done that sentiment.
I love the little bunny with his little arms hanging over like he's just chilling on the sentiment.
But the die cuts like that, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So you don't need to do any extra cutting. You will be able to do that with the dies. You can just see, again, how you can build the scenes up with that. Love that. Thank you, Lisa. Another one here, using all of the levels, sort of the steps on that, the dies on the radiant sentiment there. Using your coloured cardstock to do that. And then lastly, look at this one. So using the clouds to create that scene and then cutting those apertures into it. All those little rabbits holding those vegetables. Just gorgeous. So there are some of the samples. So let me put those away nicely. So within the Ultimate Collection, you do get the 2 masks, but you can also buy them individually or as a multi-buy. So if you want both of these masks together, they are £7.50 or £6.75 if you are a Diamond Club member. So you are getting the look to the skies there with your clouds and your sunshine. And then you are also getting your rainy days with that mask that Stacey used. If you do want individuals, they are just £4.50 or £7.50 if you want both of them. But don't forget, you do get them both along with the 3 die sets in your Ultimate Collection if you want those. Got lots of nice goodies to look at here. Next up, we have got, and Stacey used this in her demonstration, a gorgeous, well, once you have this, you'll wonder, you know, how you manage without it, isn't it, the grid mat? Yeah, so £19.99 or £17.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. A sticky surface, so it just keeps your cardstock in place. So perfect for your stamping, masking.
Colouring even.
Yes.
I had it yesterday. Well, no, I was working from home yesterday doing my prep, and I didn't have this. And I was trying to colour onto the glass mat. It was so annoying because it kept moving.
Yes, yeah.
And I was like, I wish I'd brought my mat home. So yeah, once you've used it, you won't go back.
Yeah, what's the best way to clean this?
Just like hot soapy water, or
Yeah.
like, not, I wouldn't say hot, but warm.
And then leave it to...
And then leave it to air dry, but always put your acetate sheets back on.
Yes, yeah.
If you lose your acetate sheets, just use some of our acetate just to protect the surface. Don't use anything like abrasive or anything with like chemicals in it, or it will damage it. But if you're using it and then you just want to clean in between the bigger cleans, you can just use like sensitive baby wipes.
Oh, okay,
like
so if you've just got a bit of ink on it.
Proper water-based baby wipes,
But I'd keep glitters and embossing powders.
Yeah, I mean, Natalie did spill some embossing powder on it, and I think that she said she just cleaned it like at the sink, and it was absolutely fine. So yeah,
really versatile, durable. I think you're going to see lots of this being used during our demonstrations. So that is your Premier Craft Tools, your grip mat, $19.99 or $17.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. Next up, we have got the magnetic desk tidy. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera when we go back to Stacey. She's got one on her desk now. Just a really useful tool, especially for those smaller dies. So if you know you're going to be working with this particular set today, maybe put them onto there.
Even a bigger one.
Yes.
I'm just trying to find my prep. So I was doing my prep yesterday, and I was using the largest nesting die, and you're probably thinking, but it works perfectly. Like this.
So they can hang over the edge as well.
But they're not. It's not too strong that you're going to struggle. You know, like people with like maybe long nails, like acrylic
or
nails.
Dexterity,
You're not going to have a problem with pulling them off, because it's just the right amount of magnet that it keeps it in place, but it's not going to go anywhere.
And I think you can either have it on your desk all the time, or you can see this is the packaging it comes in, so you can see you can fold it. Mine's almost flat, isn't it?
For me personally, I fold it flat and it goes into my storage caddy.
Yes.
So like those dies I was prepping with yesterday, and I knew I needed them for a demo, so I left them on there and put it straight into my storage caddy, then brought it in and just opened it up, and it's just there. So I know exactly what
a good idea.
Needed.
So you could do the same, couldn't you, if you go to craft clubs or you go to friends to do crafting? If you know which dies you're going to be using, put them onto here, and then you know they're going to be safe. So just $9.99 or $8.99 if you are a Diamond Club member, and just looks lovely on your desk as well, doesn't it?
It does.
As storage. Next up, we have got our duo stitched nesting dies.
That one's your duo dotty, I think. Yeah, that one's duo dotty. They're probably all mixed.
Yeah, you can mix them.
You can mix and match.
Right, shall I do the stitched first?
Probably because I asked for them, because I'm using the ovals in my next demo.
These ones.
Yeah, but then Natalie also used the duo stitched one in her demo yesterday. So if you want to follow either demo.
But I think that kind of highlights how often they're used, isn't it? They are sort of your staples, aren't they? Your essentials. So your duo stitch nesting dies, there's a range of different shapes, $19.99 each, or $7.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. Sorry. $17.99 if you are a Diamond Club member, but they are on a multi-buy, so any two for $34.98. But you can see the size of these dies are perfect for creating apertures, card blanks. You can even do oval card blanks with these. So that is your stitched, and you can see you get the stitch effect on both the inner and the outer. So if you're using two together to maybe create a frame, you're going to get that stitched edge on both sides. You've also got your rectangles there, and again the size of them. So the largest die here is 18.3 centimetres by 13.2 centimetres. So going to create your larger cards. You've then got your circles.
Circles are so
they're just the versatile. Most useful, aren't they? You've got your squares again, with that stitched element there. You've got your inverted corner square. How lovely does that look on that card on the front there?
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that one and the next one, once they're gone, they're gone.
Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be.
And you know, so we will.
I think.
Okay.
I might,
So you heard it here.
Unless everybody starts like shouting at me. Yeah, I think there might be a. Once they're gone, they're gone.
And then we've got the gorgeous label one, and you can see there, can't you, how it's been used to create that card shape as well.
Yeah,
the size of
the card blank on the front to make it easier to stand without having to chop the bottom off.
Yes.
I just placed a piece of acetate on the front, so you can't see the acetate.
Yeah, but it just gives it that
acetate, but it just gives you this
extra bit of
stability,
shape.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then we've also got the Duo Dotty as well.
So exactly the same concept.
Yeah.
You've got the dots either side.
Rather than
just
the stitching.
It's just tiny, tiny little like pinprick dots. So it's going to be really nice for like that subtle texture.
Yes.
Where you don't want a plain nesting die, but you don't really want stitching because it doesn't fit in with the theme.
And lots of detail, yeah.
Yeah, so these are absolutely beautiful.
And you can see there how that rectangular one has been used to make the shaker. And again, the size of them. Definitely staples for your craft stash, isn't it? And you will use them all the time. So that is your Duo nesting dies. We've then got Moonstone dies, your Scene Builders Ultimate Collection. So you are getting the rainbows and clouds.
These two die sets I use all the time. You have the clouds in there, which I use all the time.
Yes, yeah.
I've made masks, so I've used Mylar,
the
Mylar sheets, and cut the clouds into there. So I've got masks that I can use all the time for the clouds.
Yeah.
And then the next set with the mountains and waves.
You see the size of them as well, can't
you?
No,
they're big dies.
And then your mountains and waves to create the sort of scenery, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is going to work perfectly with your little ducklings because you've got those waves. You can have in, you've got different types of waves as well. So you've got like little, almost like sea waves, and then you've got like nice curves and things like that. So you can create all sorts. But then you've also got that straight line as well, which you think, oh, why do I need a straight line? But if you're creating roads and things like that, but you still want that stitch detail in, it's perfect for things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's we're only in January, but even your Christmas cards, isn't it, with the mountains and the houses, you could build those scenes up for sort of Christmas villages. But these are going to also work perfectly with all of these spring dies. So they are £19.99, or both of them for £34.98. But let's take a look at some more of the samples that have been created. Oh, look at this one.
He's so cute. Look at him. Look how good that.
I love the way he's standing on the little.
Look at the colouring on that watering can. It looks like metal. It's amazing.
You can see that is just gorgeous, and just the effect that you get. That is being done by Wendy. Thank you for that one. Oh, and you can see how you can real different sizes of cards, isn't it, and styles of cards.
But also, like, I think everybody thinks of like the brown bunny. Everybody's got a brown bunny in their head.
Yes.
But grey bunnies, you know, you've got different style of bunnies as well, so you can be creating lots of different personalised cards.
You've even got bunnies with bows in their hair.
I know.
Who knew? So that one again was from Wendy. Thank you for that, and using that mask in the background as well. This one has been done by Donna.
So I think Donna's drawn around the clouds from the mask and then cut them out.
Oh, what a clever idea.
I know, it's such a good idea. So the clouds are really good, obviously, for inking through.
Yes.
But great for just tracing through with a pencil and cutting them out like Donna's done. But also things like stencil pastes and things like that are going to work beautifully.
Yes, yeah.
Especially if you want that really thick, like white cloud look on like coloured cardstock or anything that you've inked. Yeah, get your texture paste out.
How lovely that she's stamped that sentiment onto there as well.
I know.
Such a clever idea. Love that one, Donna. Thank you. Next up, another sort of a scene builder one.
I just love all the veg. It was one of the things that I was like, please can we have loads of veg, because I really want to create a veg garden. Jen was like, yes, of course you can.
Definitely. And using that Hello Spring sentiment on there. Oh, look at this one.
Just the cloud masks as well.
So this one drawn around the clouds and then just coloured them in, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think if it was me, I'd probably ink through or like colour through with your base colour and then go around the edge with your darker colour.
Perfect.
Do it that way
Yeah.
round. But yeah,
Another one by Donna.
really
Just
simple.
lots of lovely ideas, isn't
Yeah.
it, as to how you can use those masks in lots of different ways. We're coming back to you for another demo.
Amazing.
That's okay.
Okay, so we are going to create a bit of like a scene concept card type thing with the garden, obviously, because I love all the little vegetables. The little bunnies as well. So I've gone in with my Matastic. I do believe the camera was wobbling before, and we don't know whether it was the aircon or the wind, so I apologise if it was a bit wobbly before. Hopefully it stopped. Is it stopped now, Jess?
It's not as bad. Maybe it was.
I think it was possibly the aircon, so hopefully it's a little bit better.
We turned it off?
Yeah, so
cool.
Hopefully you're not all feeling nauseous. Okay, so we've gone in with our Matastic, and I've got this beautiful green and this beautiful blue. Now we're going to use the blue to start off with, and our duo stitched nesting dies, and it's the largest one that you want. So we're going to place that at the top of the cardstock. Now you will need your bigger machine for this. I tried to do it at home yesterday and I was like, nope, I have not got a machine big enough. Because I've only got a little cricket? No, not cricket. Cuttlebug.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an A5 machine. You definitely need an A4 machine for this because you want that width on this. So, oh, it's still doing it. I can see it now.
I hadn't noticed it, yeah.
Is it every time I move this, or is it? No, I don't know. I think it's the wind.
Yeah, because you can hear
Yeah,
the walls are creaking, yeah. We're all okay though.
yeah, we can't do anything about it, so I apologise, but I know that it must be really, really annoying. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to cut this top half and not the bottom half.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to line up where I want it to cut. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
Now, because the plates are the way that they are, look, I might have to tape down.
Slightly used.
Slightly. Look at it. I can't even keep anything straight.
And this is on, did you say Matastic?
This is Matastic,
I feel it looks really good, doesn't it, with these? This collection.
Yeah, I think for stamps and dies, I am definitely a Matastic person.
Yes, yeah.
I think it just works much nicer for stamps and dies. But everyone has their own preference.
I was going to say, it's just preference, isn't it? Yeah.
So we're going to line that up. I'm going to try and put it through the machine. Have you noticed that the machine's been making like really loud cracking noises when it goes through? Or is it just me?
Oh, the one in the craft room started doing that as well.
I thought it was just me. It's alright now.
Yeah, that one sounds okay, yeah.
It's going to get stuck on the wall.
I think it's overused.
Yeah, I think we might need some new plates soon. I think it's mainly that magnetic one, you know.
Yes, yeah.
The other ones are
Mind you, that one's not great either anymore, is it, the silver one?
Okay, so when we lift this up, you've got half of it cut, and it'll make sense. So what you're going to do now is bring in your trimmer. Let's just pull that out of the way. Where have I put the trimmer? There it is.
Yeah. That was like me yesterday. I got to the point where I had to stop and tidy.
I know.
Because I was
it's
losing
just a crafting
things,
thing.
yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to line this up with the cut line up here. And go all the way up till you feel it. It kind of goes into that cut line.
Yes, yeah.
Now, because I want to make sure that it's straight, I would turn it over so then you've got this straight line against here. Whereas if you were going to do what I was going to do this, you've got this movement here.
Okay.
So turn it over and then just do that same thing again. So lining up there. So you've got this big panel now. Now what you're going to do...
I'm intrigued.
It's a shape that I've seen a lot, but I've never actually made it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it.
And alive, why not?
I know. So bring in your scoreboard. I heard that Beck stole everything the other day.
I mean,
She did well for one day in the office.
was it Tuesday we found out? It was that tool, you know, the one that's
Yeah.
got studio written on it.
I know. Well, I have my own because I don't want to be accused of that.
Yeah.
So 1.5 inches on one side, and then turn it over and do it the same on the other side.
Oh, it was lovely to see Bex, though, wasn't it? To have her back in here.
I know.
And she brought Georgia in.
I know. So adorable. So 1.5 on both sides. And then, before you do anything else, we are going to heat emboss onto this. What this is going to do is going to come up like this. Does that make sense? And we are going to chop it down. So you don't
Okay.
It's just a very big piece because it's easier to work with. So I brought in my Versamark and my white embossing powder, and we're going to emboss these, heat emboss these clouds. Now, I was going to go in with my ink pad.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to go straight in and hope for the best.
Oh, you mean like the blending tool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it gives you a nicer finish. But it's fine. We'll make it work. So make sure that you've got everything covered there. And
That
then
looks good.
let's go in with a smaller one here.
I feel like clouds don't have a sort of a definite edge anyway, do they?
No.
Sort of.
Natalie did a really nice, I missed the first bit, but she just did a really nice effect with the clouds, and I need to go back and watch it because it looks so good.
Yes.
With
Yes.
inks. So let's go across all of that, and this is just white embossing powder. And then put it on here.
Yeah, it's always magical, isn't it, heat embossing?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And you can use your anti-static bag. I just always forget to do it.
But then you can do what you've just done, isn't it, before you start heating it?
Just
Yeah, even if
use
you get a little
paintbrush.
paintbrush, isn't it, and brush off anything.
And then I love it when it turns. There you go, you can see it turning.
Yeah. Oh wow, that looks so good.
But I think with heat embossing, the clouds, it gives you that almost like fluffy look as well because you've got that texture.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
I knew that she was talking, but I've not got a clue what she
Oh, she said it reminds her of the Toy Story wallpaper.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Can I ask you? No.
Me? Yeah, pass it over.
No, it's alright because I need the piece of paper. I'll be brave. I can do it. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
Janie said, yeah, my eldest son had wallpaper like this when he was small.
I don't know. I love things like this. And you could probably do a few more, but we don't need to go that low with it. There you go. Fine. Okay. What am I doing? I'm looking at my instructions so I don't miss anything. Let's go. Now I did a very quick mock-up. I had to draw around my die so I could work it out. But you want sort of this sort of height, but you can see that because I had to draw around it, it's not quite the same side, but we probably want it about here. Let's go there. And then when you pull these up, you've got this shaped card. So you've got like a little scene, and then we're going to create some tabs and stuff for the bottom.
Oh, cute.
And then put all the elements inside it. So you've got that beautiful scene with the clouds.
They look really good, those clouds, don't they? Hit and bust.
I know.
Mm.
If you want to, the reason why I wanted to show you this is you can actually cut tabs from here. So we're going to cut one small tab from here.
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah, just turn that around, do that side. Because then you know the tabs are exactly the same size.
Yeah. So how thick are you doing the tabs?
It doesn't
matter, yeah.
Yeah. Because then you can stick that in there. But we're going to have like a little green front as well. So we're going to snip those little tabs down a little bit. But you can create as many tabs as you want and just snip down the tabs to the different different heights, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But what I wanted to do was create like a little green front to it. So I brought in those mountains and waves. And I think we're going to go with, and decide, probably this nice wave here.
Thing is, it can be waves as in water waves, but also
just hills
sort of
and
landscape
like
waves as well, can't it? Yeah.
So let's tape this down. We're going to run this through and then create like a little tab from it. Stick it down there, run this through. And then the other thing that I've done, which you can probably see on the screen, is I've used my colour blocks, pastels, and I've used the green as a base for all of my vegetables. So you want to cut out, go on. So I've got green for all the vegetables.
Yeah.
Then let's move this. I've got like a little grey for the watering can. And then I'll show you also what I've done for the bunny and the crate and things like that.
So you've die cut them from the colour block?
Pastel colour blocks.
Yeah.
So it's just a paper, and then we can colour them in. I'm going to show you how I coloured the veg in. Let's just go back to this. Pull this off. So you're going to want to measure your original tab, which is probably not actually that far off, because it doesn't matter if it's a little bit shorter on that bit. See, I do this every time.
Scissors?
No, it's
trimmer.
Just me. So this is, if you get it exactly right, the same as the previous, it means that your score lines are going to be easier to work with. So it's like 7 and 3 notches. So let's cut this one first. And then cut this one at 7 and 3. Hopefully that makes some sense to some people. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit wider, like if it's not cut entirely.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're going to trim. Scissors. I know they're on my desk. They're in my box.
Hiding.
So snip those out either side. And you can either use this bit or you can create a large bit. We're going to just measure and see whether we want a taller piece or not. But I think that is probably just about right. So you can do exactly the same score lines. Do the 1.5 inches, yeah. Or if you want them in a different place. So if you wanted a little tab here, so then you've got more. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Move it around a little bit. So I'm probably just going to do the 1.5 and then it's just easier to work with. Line your straight edge up and then do 1.5, and then I would turn it over, so then you've still got that straight edge. Do 1.5 again, and then you can bring those up. So that is kind of like the base of your card. Don't get rid of this bit because you've still got that really nice edge as well, so you can create 2 cards out of that. And you've also got your tab pieces as well, so you can make another card out of this bit. But then if I bring this back in, we can place this onto here, like this. And then we can cut these bits down and put that behind it so you can't see it. Because
oh, so you've got sort of, you can almost have 3 layers of depth there as well.
Yeah, so you can have as many layers as you want. Just snip that down. Snip that down. So let's say we do this, and then we can do this. And then you've got, can you see that? Let's move it back up so you can actually see. So you've got different layers there. So let's put this together. Now, I would use red liner tape, but I don't know where mine is, so we're going to use a tape runner for now. You can use construction glue if you want to. Just anything that's going to hold that construction in place. So
yeah, and because it's sort of like a 3D project, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I always think people are going to pick it up and like move it around, so it's always best to use your sort of your stronger adhesives with it, isn't it?
And then to make sure that it folds flat, I always put one tab down and then fold that onto it, and then you know that it's going to stand up as well, like this. And then we just need to trim those down so that it sits inside. Hopefully that's enough, because you want it to sit on the front. And I've just put all that together and realised that I was going to ink the edges, but you can ink the edges at home to just add a little bit of definition to those stitch lines, to the edge of your edge of your sky and things like that. But once we've got this in, we can then start putting all the elements in. Look how nice this is.
It just looks really bright and cheerful, doesn't it?
And it folds flat as well, which this measurement is about, it'll fit in a 6x6 envelope.
Oh, perfect.
Perfectly, yeah. So look how nice it is. I'm just proud of that. I could just leave it like that.
That's done.
Proud. Yeah, done. Sorted. Okay, so let's get on with colouring these elements. So this, as I said, is your green colour blocks. Now, I didn't want anything too, because we've got these which are so strong in colour with the alcohol markers. I wanted something a little bit more muted and a bit more sort of rustic and realistic for the veg. So I've gone in with my watercolour pencils and just used them dry. So for the carrot, I just went over all of it with the orange pencil. And you wouldn't believe that this has a green base underneath it.
I was just thinking that, yeah. I'd never have thought of doing it on that sort of coloured paper.
But it means that you've got your green base for your green sort of foliage bits. And then for that kind of like slightly rounded look on your carrot, what you want to do is colour the edge darker, but leave the middle bit lighter. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
Then I would also just colour that top bit darker, so you've got that shine that runs all the way through the carrot.
So it's not using 2 different colours, it's just
adding more colour to the edges and to the top, just to create that rounded carrot effect. Then I've got 2 different greens, so the slightly darker green, all I've done, if you've got some debossing, so just drawn a line and then just done that, and that's all it needs. So really, really simple to do. You don't have to do anything too complicated with the carrot. The onion is equally as easy, so it's the brown, and you're going across all of it, all the bottom bit, and just rotate, because because it is paper, it is obviously thinner, so you want to just make sure that you are keeping hold of it at all times. Now I did think whether I could use my grip mat, but because it's paper I didn't want it to like go through.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's not a hard surface, is it, like this mat? Now with the onion, I didn't want the debossing to come through, so what I've done is just run the pencil along the debossing lines, and it just gets rid of that green showing through. And then going in with, what colour did I do? My lighter green. So just going up a little bit, doing a darker, like pressing on much harder for that middle stem, not going all the way up. Then lighter, so not pressing on as hard. And then you get the different definitions and layers with that, with the stems. This I decided was a turnip, but it could easily be a beetroot.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was something else.
Radish.
Radish,
Yep.
yeah. Now this is with the yellow, and what you want to do is kind of colour the whole base of it, leaving a very, very small bit at the top before the leaves. So colour all of that in. Then using the red, very lightly adding in the colour, but bringing it down across that yellow to create that gradient look. And then I think I went in with the light colour again, and you've got debossing on here, so following that debossed line just adds in that dimension. And then for the broccoli, this was my favourite. So you want your lighter green first, and you want to go around in circles, lots of different circles all the way along here, and then bring in your darker green, and you're going to do the same. You're going to lightly do circles, and then you're going to have that like two-tone look of your broccoli. Then you still using the darker one, you want to pull the colour down into the sort of stem of the broccoli. And again with the carrot, you want the darker colour on the outsides, and you don't need to add any colour to the sort of centre of the stem. Just add in a little bit at the bottom, and then if I bring all these up, hopefully you'll be able to see the definition a little bit more. You see all the definition?
Wow.
It just gives a totally different look to the alcohol markers, and I wanted that kind of rustic
And
sort of look to them.
like I said, I never would have thought of doing it on
On the green paper,
the green
yeah,
paper,
it's just
yeah.
such a nice base colour to work with, especially with things like that.
Yes, yeah, great tip.
So then what I did is did the same thing but with grey paper for this one, using a grey pencil for the definition, and then the white gel pen just to highlight a few bits, and I added some dots into the actual watering can element. Then I also did the little bunny. So I cut him out of brown paper, added a little bit of shading, added those white gel pen eyes again, which worked perfectly.
Yeah.
I did at home, put a black dot on, and I instantly went, no, do it
Start
again. So take it from experience, don't do it. And then I cut out of pink colour blocks and just fussy cut, because you've got those cutting lines, really easy to just cut round and place on top.
Yeah.
And the little head has got 2 layers on it, so it's just got a little bit more definition. And then this is the little crate that I did. So this has got 2 layers of that dark one, that dark paper. So I've fussy cut the slats out and layered them up with foam pads. But then on the back, I've also added another layer of like slightly lighter colour blocks, because then you've got a little pouch that you
Right,
can
okay.
actually attach things to, rather than
yeah.
it being see-through. Like, and then the flowers, again, this is out of pink, all of it's pink, but then this bottom layer I've cut out of yellow and paper pieced it on, but all of this is your pink, and it's just colour overlaid again. So I've got 3 of them, so they're all my elements, so we can start putting all these together onto my little scene. So I thought about putting the bunny at the front, but then having this at the back. So, but what I'm going to do first is actually put some veg inside this. So I'm going to use a glue pen, I think. And
Yeah, because they'll only need a bit, won't they? A bit of glue to...
yeah, and then you don't really want a lot. So what I do is usually place it all down here, then just put the glue on where the bottom bit, and then what I was saying is you can just sort of fix it onto that panel that's on the back, and it's actually something that you can stick onto.
Yes, yeah.
Rather than it, I think sometimes it's much harder when you don't have anything to stick it onto. So you can just place all them in. What else have we got? Not got an onion.
I just love how you've got all those different elements, haven't you, within the die set to create
Yeah,
like
and
a whole scene.
this could just be, you could get rid of the bunny and just have a little gardening patch if you wanted to. So it could be like a retirement card, it could be a get well card.
I mean, you could even cut the flowers from the pot, couldn't you, and put the flowers?
Yeah.
Just sort of like a flower bed as well.
And we want this like looking quite full, like we've picked lots from the little garden. So let's put one more carrot in. And there you go, you've got that really full look. And then just add in a little bit of glue along that base. Bring this back in and add it here. We'll just let that dry in a second, and then that's straight. Please be straight. Let's add the bunny, but we could probably just add him on at the bottom.
It's such a clever idea that how you designed the hands.
I know the hands are really cute, so we're actually going to have him holding a little carrot as well, because those hands are lifted. So we can add some more glue onto here. Then tuck this under here, and he's holding his little carrot. And then what I wanted to do is have it sort of like this. So I know I coloured them all, so then I could just decide what I wanted to do with them.
Yeah. But then you could always save them for other cards then as well,
Yeah.
couldn't you?
This is where I needed red tape for my thing. But yeah, you can have like your little vegetable garden. So I have a few going different angles as well, because not everything is going to grow straight up. But because you've got those different leaves on each veg as well, it just adds, like, it's all the little details that Jen has put into this that is really nice.
So is it Jen that designed all of these?
Jen's designed all of these, so they're really, really cute. And then I think I want my flower pots in the back. So what I've done is I've added 2 on foam pads, and I think I'm going to add 2 foam pads to that one. So we can go in, decide roughly where we want this.
And with cards like this, isn't it, you could just put a few elements on it and it would still look...
It still look
really lovely, wouldn't
really
it? But then you can go all out and just add lots and lots onto there.
So let's go with that there. So you've got those little flowers coming up, and then we're just going to add foam pads to this section. The other thing that you can do is you've got a little butterfly in the set, so you can be adding butterflies in the sky. you've got those bird silhouettes on the mask, so you can be inking the masks, inking through with the birds on the masks. There's loads that you can be doing with this. And then I've got my little watering can, I forgot about that. So that's on 2 foam pads, so then we can, it's just slightly higher up than the other ones.
So that's going onto the back of the card.
That's on the back of it, so they're kind of like floating if you were to look.
Yes, yeah.
But you can't actually see it when it's like this. It just
Oh,
looks like a full garden. Let's add the little watering can. And then for the sentiment, I wasn't sure how much room I'd have, so I've brought in my trusty, just my type, but I'm not sure that it's in stock. Not.
Ah.
I know. But hopefully you've all got it at home already, because we keep telling you to get it.
Yes.
I think I might go with the like rusticy one. We've got birthday wishes, and we can add it up here if we wanted to, next to the cloud.
That looks nice, yeah.
I'm sure I've got foam strips in here.
That's very organised, your foam pads.
Yeah, I've got two little things of foam pads. Just find it easier to store them in, because otherwise, you know, like if you put them in your little carry case thing.
Yes, yeah.
I feel like
They
sometimes
stick
the
to
backs
everything.
come off,
Yeah.
and then they start getting stuck to everything, whereas it keeps them nice and safe in the little caddy. Then let's place that up there, and we are done. But this, look how cute this is.
That is absolutely gorgeous. And just the dimension that you've got in there, isn't it?
The dimension, and then it also folds flat for when you want to post it, and it goes in 6x6. But you can create these in different colour, you can create taller cards, you can create more tabs, you can have bigger tabs if you want to, just extend that die out a little bit. But yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love that. Thank you. Sure everyone will love that. Let's have a quick look at our Win It Weekly reminder. So 3 lucky winners are going to be in with a chance to win our Age of Industry Moonstone dies. You get 3 sets in total. So you're getting Around the Globe, your Shine Bright, and you're all geared up. All you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. The world's most expensive cheese is made with the milk from what animal? Is it A, a camel, B, a donkey, or C, a hippopotamus? And we will be announcing our lucky winners at the end of the show today. So next up we have got Throwback Thursday. But don't panic, it is Friday. On a Friday. So these are gorgeous. So these are your I Dream of Deco, your deluxe card collection. You are getting 4 foiled and die cut topper sheets, 4 foiled cardstock, and 4 printed cardstock.
That is a throwback, because I've never seen this in my life. And I've been here.
Well, not me, but that's because I've not been here that long.
I've been here 6 or 7 years.
Have
maybe,
you?
Maybe even 8.
Wow.
I can't remember. But
Lost count.
yeah. But yeah, no, never seen that.
But stunning. It's on your Mattastics. You've got all the cardstock that will coordinate with those toppers. You've got your different topper shapes, your sentiments and your border strips. Oh, definitely you could fussy cut into that one, couldn't you?
It's really nice.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I love the colours on here as well.
You know, that border as well makes me think of like Christmas crackers. You could make like a little Christmas cracker card.
Oh, nice.
Be like an Art Deco Christmas cracker.
There you go. That's both of us mentioned Christmas when we're doing a spring show in January. That one, you've got more of the couples there for anniversaries maybe. Gorgeous, gorgeous collection. So that is your 12 sheets there. But with it, you get these stamps as well.
It's just Madness.
I love the font of the sentiments in these as well. But these would look gorgeous if you were doing sort of your gold embossing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Onto
really
sort
nice,
of black
yeah.
cardstock, or doing those as silhouettes. So you are getting the whole stamp set free with the card collection. So it should be $11.99, but Throwback Thursday on a Friday, just $6.99 for that one. Next up, we have got Return to Patchwork Forest Deluxe Card Collection.
This is so
look
cute.
at the cards you can do.
I just love all the different artwork, all the
Yeah.
different elements, the details,
And
it.
very sort of spring-like colours again, isn't
Yeah.
it? So again,
Yeah.
with this one, you're getting your 4 foiled and die-cut topper sheets, your 4 foiled cardstock, and your 4 printed cardstock. Should be $11.99, but half price, just $5.99. Look at that. How gorgeous would that one be for a new baby card? Gorgeous
so
balloons
cute.
there. The couple there sitting on the swing for
Valentine's
anniversaries.
Day's coming up.
Valentine's Day, yep. So you can see how well the cardstock coordinates with all of those toppers. Oh, I love those ones, the heart-shaped toppers. Don't see those very often, do we?
No, they're cute, them. Make like little gift tags with them.
Gorgeous, aren't they? Yeah, so definitely you will get this in time for Valentine's Day to make those cards. And then look at this one. I mean, potentially you've got 9 cards there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or you could do a notelet set with them. Just a perfect collection. Spring colours and the imagery on there. Should be $11.99, just $5.99 for that collection. This is the time to stock up, especially if you make to sell. When things are half price, you're making even more profit, aren't you, from that? We've also got the Patchwork Forest A6 card toppers. So within this, you are getting 8 printed toppers. $3.99.
I saw these the other day. I sit next to Kelly.
Yeah.
And she got them out and she was like, what would you call these?
I know.
Because they are on card as well. They're not like paper.
Yeah,
or
no,
anything
they
like that.
are,
They're
yeah.
proper thick card.
Less than half price, £1.50. I won't open them because Dan didn't yesterday.
No.
So I better not. But you are getting 8 toppers within there. So again, that's 8 cards you could make. £1.50.
I know.
Just perfect. And then the last card collection we've got is your Pretty Little City. The colours in here, those sort of blues and
how nice is
greens.
that? I like the purple in that.
I know. You can see again the sentiments, the border strips you get in here. You've got the sort of pink colours in there as well. I really like this.
I really like that with
used
all the
this,
boats
yeah.
and everything.
And then the greens. Those are lovely as well, those topper backgrounds, aren't they, with
Yeah.
those frames.
I feel like we need more of that.
I know. So within this you get 3 of your topper sheets, 4 of your printed cardstock. That's just crying to be fussy cut, isn't it?
I know.
Right at the top.
Different layers. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. 4 printed cardstock and 1 foil cardstock. Should be $8.99, just $4.99 for your Throwback Thursday. So that is your Pretty Little City papercraft kit. But we must come back to, where have I put them?
You can tell we're crafters because we just leave things all the time.
You mean we just make a mess? That's what you meant. Our Moonstone Happy Days Ultimate Collection. So within this you are getting 3 die sets and 2 masks. So you are getting the adorable duckling, which we've seen Stacey using in that first demonstration. You are also getting your garden bunnies, which is the one Stacey used in her second demo there. Gorgeous.
And we're going to use the little
there.
side-on bunny this time.
Oh,
in our
nice.
next demo.
We have got the Radiant Sentiments, your Sunshine in Spring. So you're getting the 2 sentiments, Hello Spring and You Are My Sunshine, in that one. And then you are also getting the 2 masks. So you are getting your rainy days and your look to the skies. So that is the Ultimate Collection, £43.97 or £39.57 if you are a Diamond Club member. Don't forget the dies are on a multi-buy, saving £5, £24.98 for 2 dies. And the masks are £7.50 for the 2.
Yeah, or you can mix and match if you want another 6x6.
Okay, so you can mix and match across the masks as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do that, but the best way to get them is that Ultimate Collection, isn't it?
Yeah,
because
and I am
you
going
can
to
mix
stress
and match.
that once it's gone, we will not be getting these in anytime soon. Unfortunately, because of Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
There's the big shutdown, so yeah, if we reorder these, it'll be at least probably March, April before we get them back in.
Okay.
So if you want them, you need to
definitely get them now if you want them. We got, well, should we do the card samples?
Yeah.
Look at this.
I know, they're so cute.
Look at this card. And similar to the style that you made in that second demo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Having that gorgeous dimension there. And I love how they've put that watering can onto the acetate.
Yeah, and then all the little veggies on acetate as well. It's so cute.
So that is another idea that you can do. A gorgeous easel card that we've got here.
Yeah, you can see all the like pond elements that we've got in this as well. So
yeah.
You've got those reeds, you've got the lily pads that
with
the
the
little
frog on,
can sit on.
And how
So
you added the extras
adorable.
there. That is a lovely one from Donna. Look at the background on this one.
I love that one.
Bringing in all that, all the colours, isn't it, that she's used in the dyes.
Like very pop arty.
Yeah,
as well.
to create that background. So you can see the different styles that you are going to be able to create with them.
Yeah, so you can just tailor it to your style or try something completely new. But look at all the little ducklings.
How gorgeous is that? And all those flower pots.
I love it.
Again, using that mask.
Yeah, the little
with the glimmer paste.
Yeah.
Thank you for that one. Oh, using the carrots as a border. It's another clever idea, isn't it?
It is really clever. I also like the idea of just creating like a veg card.
Yes.
Just lots of veg on a sheet of paper.
They look like they're exchanging gifts.
They do.
And they've both bought each other the same presents. A carrot and some broccoli.
Yeah.
Cute. And using the sentiment on there. Then we've got like a wall hanging, isn't it?
Yeah.
How lovely would that look in your kitchen or your craft room every time you walked in?
Yeah, or you could be sending this as like a little gift for Easter if maybe somebody doesn't like chocolate or can't have chocolate. They could have this little gift.
Definitely.
We've got Mother's Day as well, so you can be creating things for Mother's Day. You know,
there's lots of occasions coming up, isn't there, where you could use these. And then lastly, love how they've done that one. You Are My Sunshine. Just put all those different umbrellas into the background.
I love
again, using that mask. Gorgeous, gorgeous samples. Thank you so much to our design team. They always do such a good job, don't they?
They do. They do.
Fantastic. We've got another demo.
We have, and we're going to do a quick one, so I don't get told off. We're going to create like a little tab.
Still with us, Jess?
So I've got my craft tag pad, which I've pulled one out. I've already cut my bunny, which we're going to colour. I've cut the little frog and coloured him. He's just adorable. And then the tag team in now.
Are we going on that long? We've got a tag team.
And then what I've done is got some of our new mirror, you know, the satin mirror.
Yes.
Because I think it works really well with stamps and dies because you still have that almost like matte effect, but
with that,
it's just
something
that's really nice about it. And then I've also cut the little butterfly from one set and the little dragonfly from the other. I'm just trying to find my die thing. Pull that out. So you've got that sort of green iridescent look, and then this I've just cut from a piece of scrap from earlier, so it is matastic, but I've cut it on the white side just so I didn't have to use a new piece of ink.
But I think the size of these dies, they are perfect for using your scraps as well, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, really good. So we cut that out of white. Let's put all that to one side. So it's just really nice, quick, simple tag, but it means that you can add this onto like your Easter presents or your Easter eggs as well. That you could add it to the box that you made yesterday.
Yes.
You could. Okay, so I'm going in with like the greys. So I've got warm grey 5 and I've got cool grey 4. Now I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go straight in. No, I'm not. I'm too scared. I was going to. Yeah, that. Let's go in with the chisel and we're just going to go across all of that, leaving out his tail, so he's got like a nice little white tail. Leaving out the inner bits of his ears, because we're going to colour them pink. So swap to your bullet nib and go around the edge.
Do you know what would be lovely on his tail? You know the
little pom-poms?
That's the one.
I've got them in my box.
Oh, there we go.
I was going to add them, but I'm going to try and do this as quickly as I can. So we've got the little bunny in the grey, and you can just leave him as that sort of flat grey if you want to, but if you want to add the definition, I would add it underneath his arm, around his kind of, they have like a bit of an arch, don't they, with the, then at the back of his, the back arm, underneath his chin and face again, so around his tummy, that back foot definitely would be darker, and then kind of here, and then underneath the ears would be darker, and kind of underneath there, and just underneath his eye. And then just blending all that together with that grey. And the nice thing is with these two colours is your dark colour has a tiny little bit of brown in it. So it has almost like, you know, like bunnies are a bit two-tone.
Yes, yeah.
They're not just grey, flat grey. They have lots of different colours. This works really nicely. Pull that grey up a little bit into the face. Put that around his eye. Colour down here. I can hear.
I know, I was going to say, apologies again if the camera is moving.
I'm not even looking at the screen, but I know that it's wobbling.
You can hear it, can't you?
I can hear the walls creaking.
It sounds like, you know, when somebody's walking upstairs, you know.
Yeah, it does, that's what it sounds like. So we've got that bunny, absolutely adorable. Then we've got the light pink colour for the inside of his ears. And then, where's my white gel pen gone? So just going into that deboss detail again to highlight his eye, and I'm going to highlight his nose. Got like a little white nose. Very cute. So we can just build this up, and it's just a really, really quick and simple way of creating that tag. But you can be doing this with your Inkbee tag and creating like the background scene, you know, with
yeah, using your mask.
Your mask,
yep.
yeah. This is just using one layer from your sentiment, your radiant sentiment, so you can be creating more layers if you want to. Let's add that there. Dotty. It can go on the back of here. And then that just brings in the white from the little bunny.
It really makes it pop, doesn't it, and stand out, that white on that mirror.
And the other thing that I would do if I had a little bit more time is go around the edge with that white gel pen just to add like some faux stitch details. So the bunny, I think we're going to add 2 foam pads for this one. So then he stands off from that sentiment. And as we said earlier, I would definitely be adding the little pom-poms to his little tail because he would look so cute.
Have we still got those on the website, do you know, Jess?
I've got some in my little crafting man, so I'm hoping they're in stock. Got your little frog. Got the dragonfly. Now I'm going to go in, try and go into the middle, but then lift the wings a little bit. So then you've got a bit of dimension. And again with the butterfly, try and go in, probably wet glue would be better because then you can add it where you want to, but along the edge, then fold up the edge like this. We can place that on there, and it's just really quick and simple tag with your Jess's. There you go.
That is gorgeous.
Really quick and simple tag that you can be adding to your Easter eggs or your Easter gifts or Mother's Day gifts, anything like that.
Or onto the front of a card, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Not look nice with some twine through it to keep that rusty look. Thank you so much for your demos today. They've been brilliant. And I love like the little hints and tips as you go along as well that are really going to help people. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you. So next up we need to announce the winner of our Win It Weekly. So we asked the following question. The world's most expensive cheese is made with the milk from what animal? Can I say the answer? It was B, donkey.
Donkey.
Who knew? So pure cheese, also known as the world's most expensive cheese, is made from the milk of Balkan donkeys from Serbia. It takes approximately 25 litres of donkey milk to produce just 1 kilogram of pure cheese, contributing to its high price tag.
I thought you were going to say it's going to take 25 years to make 1 bowl of cheese then.
I mean, it might do. We haven't got that statistic on here. Prices reach up to $1,300 a kilogram.
What?
We won't be eating that
No,
cheese.
we won't.
That's an expensive cheese sandwich, isn't it? So the answer was B, donkey. So our 3 lucky winners of our Moonstone dies are Janet Robson, Caroline Blair and Debbie Richards. Well done to the 3 of you. If you could just drop us a message and we will get your prizes sent out to you. So well done for that. Next up, it's Spin the Wheel. So we want you to answer this question. So yesterday was National Pie Day.
Pie Day?
Did we know?
Oh, I could have brought my t-shirt in.
We'll get onto the t-shirt in a minute. So what's your favourite type of pie? Put your answers in the comments and we will share a winner. Let's just pick the prize and then we'll go back to Stacey for this story. What are we on? Oh, look, what's that on, Jess?
3 duo design paper pads.
There you go. 3 duo design paper pads.
That's a good
So the
prize.
lucky winner will be able to choose what they want. Come on then, what's the story?
Oh, well, I saw my dad and my nan didn't tell last week.
Yes.
We did Christmas. And my dad's bought me a t-shirt that says powered by pork pies.
Oh.
And my nan was horrified. She was like, I can't believe you bought that for your daughter. And I was like, no, don't worry. He's not like calling me chunky or anything. Basically, when I was doing Snowdon last year with my dad, I had about 4 pork pies all the way up.
Okay.
So powered by pork pies got me to the top.
That's actually a really thoughtful gift.
I know,
Isn't
but my
it?
nan was just absolutely horrified because she didn't know the story. She was like, oh, I can't believe that. But yeah, could have worn my t-shirt today if I'd known.
Oh.
Powered by pork pies.
So is that what your favourite would be?
Yeah. I like lots of pies.
Jelly or no jelly?
Oh, definitely no jelly.
No jelly in it.
I have a weird phobia of jelly.
Okay.
An actual weird phobia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What other type of pies then?
I don't know. What type of pie? Well, what's yours?
I'd probably go sweet, like apple.
Oh, no, see, I'm not. No, fruit shouldn't be cooked. Fruit should not be cooked in any way.
Do you not think?
No,
Okay.
not in my life.
So you would definitely be savoury.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jess,
Yeah.
what about you?
I'm a bit boring. I'm not really a pie person.
Oh,
If I go for a pie, it'll be a steak pie.
steak pie.
Oh, steak pie.
Let's see what answers we have got. Cheese and potato pie.
Oh,
Oh,
makes me
local
hungry
butcher
now.
steak pie, but that would be nice. Mince and onion, steak in ale. Ooh.
I like a chicken and ham or chicken and mushroom pie. They're nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Christmas pie.
Oh,
Turkey,
No.
ham, stuffing, cocktail sausages, carrots, veg and gravy.
Oh, no, that one's all right. I thought you meant like a bit of a Christmas pudding pie.
Oh, okay.
It's like, no.
Yeah. Pork pie with pickle.
Oh, pickle.
Lemon meringue pie. Yes. Steak. There's lots. I think I
There's
like them
lots.
all. I would probably eat all of them. Jess, have we got a winner of the 3 duo design pads?
We do. We've got Diane McNee. McNee.
Diane who?
McNee.
McNee. Yep.
I didn't say her name then. Oh my god, I can't speak. Rhubarb with hot custard.
Oh, rhubarb with hot custard.
Absolutely not.
Stacey doesn't approve, but me and Jess do. So you are the lucky winner. If you drop us a message, have a look and choose your duo design pads off the website and let us know. We will get those sent out to you. So next up on Hobby Maker, join Pauline this Sunday. She's on from 4 p.m. With our new multi-aperture card blanks and frames.
These are going to be so popular, so make sure you tune in.
It's going to be another really busy day, I think, at Hobby Maker, isn't it? So make sure you stay tuned for those. And at 6 p.m. with another look at our Miri Mega Mix. And you saw Stacey using that Miri for her sentiment in the last demo. So definitely catch Pauline for those 2 shows on Sunday. Next up here on Hunky Dory TV, join myself and Anne-Marie on Monday. We're bringing you 2 clever paper pads that are designed to spark your creativity and become the perfect addition to your crafty stash. There's a clue in the title. So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks, Stacey, for your brilliant
Thanks
demos.
for having me, everyone.
Have a good weekend, Jess. We hope you all have a good weekend and we'll see you bright and early on Monday.